So it says, verse 14, for thus saith Yahweh, power of Israel, the barrel of meal shall not waste, neither shall the cruse of oil fail, until the day that Yahweh sendeth rain upon the earth. So basically there was a drought, and Elijah told him, yo, whatever little amount you got in there, it's never gonna get finished until the Lord brings the rain upon the earth. Now I want scientists to prove this. Explain to me, because these carnal people will tell you, well, scientifically or technically, that's not possible for somebody to survive off of this amount for this many days. So I want you to prove this to me, how this happened then. But this is something only a spiritual man will understand. Okay, this is something that the Lord can do. He can have it to where with that little amount, it never got finished. Like, how is that possible? All right. But guess what? Through faith it is. All right. Through believing in the Lord it is, man. Okay. Like just how Yahushua fed the multitudes with such a few amount of loaves of bread and fishes. All right. So it says, and verse 15, and she went and did according to the saying of Elijah, and he and her house did eat many days. Okay. And the barrel of meal wasted not, neither did the cruse of oil fail, according to the word of Yahweh which he spake by Elijah. All right. So it says, and it came to pass after these things, that the son of the woman, the mistress of the house, fell sick, and his sickness was so sore that there was no breath left in him. All right. So it says, verse 18, and she said unto Elijah, what have I to do with thee, O thou man of God? Art thou come unto me to call my sin to remembrance and to slay my son? So she was basically like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Well, my son is basically dying, practically dead. You know what I mean? Like, well, did you come here basically to put my son to death because of the wickedness that I've done? All right. So it says, and he said unto her, give me thy son. And he took her out of her bosom and carried him up into a loft. Well, today it would be called an attic. All right. So it says, where he abode, and laid him upon his own bed. And he cried unto Yahweh and said, O Yahweh, my power, hast thou also brought evil upon the widow with whom I sojourned by slaying her son? And he stretched himself upon the child 3 times and cried unto Yahweh and said, O Yahweh, my power, Slakia, I pray thee, let this child's soul come into him again. Okay. And basically, Elijah was praying to the Lord to bring the spirit of the boy back into his body. Okay. And it says, and Yahweh heard the voice of Elijah, and the soul of the child came into him again, and he revived. All right. So when it comes time for you to do something like this, know that the Lord hears you. Okay. But you got to have faith. Okay. The Lord will make it happen according to your faith. Now Elijah had faith. When she was saying that, what he said, give me your son. All right. He took the son, took him to the attic, and basically prayed, and he said stretched himself upon the child 3 times. That now that's something that, you know what I mean, like you have to, like, he basically did that through the spirit. All right. And prayed to the Lord. The Lord heard him. And Elijah had the faith that the Lord was going to hear him. All right. That the Lord heard him, man, because he basically caused a drought. All right. Through the spirit of the Lord. The Lord fed him with ravens already. So what reason would he have to doubt? Now, in our case, man, the Lord woke us up to this truth. All right. The Lord shows us signs. He shows us chariots. So what reason we have to doubt? Okay. It says, verse 22. Okay. It says, and Yahweh heard the voice of Elijah, and the soul of the child came into him again, and he revived. And Elijah took the child and brought him down out of the chamber into the house, and delivered him unto his mother. And Elijah said, see, thy son liveth. Okay. And that's the kind of faith we got to have, man, where Elijah didn't panic. You know, when she said basically, oh, like, you know what I mean, when he saw the child dead, they didn't panic. He just, oh shit, oh fuck, yo, damn, oh she about to kick me out the house now. Nah. All right. Why? Because he knew that all things were possible through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right, the Most High. Look, we always call the name of Yahweh, but Yahweh means to exist, to be, everything. He is the Most High. All right, and if he's the Most High, then the scriptures say, oh, you know what? All right, let me get that scripture. So let me see. Yeah, Hebrews 11:6. Okay, it says, but without faith, it is impossible to please him. All right, so like I was saying earlier, the Lord does hear you. All right, but if you're not speaking or praying with faith, then he's not going to be pleased by that prayer to answer it. Okay, so it says, for he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Okay, and so, hey man, it said, and so Elijah, when he was praying to the Lord, man, he believed that the Lord was gonna do it, because the Lord is the Most High. He's not just called the Most High for no reason. All right, you can't just say the Most High, the Most High. You got to believe that he's the Most High. All right, so I'm gonna read I believe it's the last verse. It says, and the woman, all right, back in 1 Kings 17:24, it says, and the woman said to Elijah, now by this I know that thou art a man of God, and that the word of Yahweh in thy mouth is truth. Okay, and also that's how a lot of multitudes are gonna come in, because she said what? Now by this, by that miraculous work that he performed through the Spirit of the Lord. All right, that she basically said, I know by this, it's confirmed, all right, that that he was a man of the Lord, and that what the Lord spoke by his mouth was true. Okay, it was true. Why? Because of that act that he performed through faith. All right, which is why it's always very important to pray for faith, man. All right, and hey, the scriptures talk about, you know, having experience too, you know, because right now, you know, we physically in this body, we haven't experienced like healing a lame man right then and there on the spot. Okay, or you know, certain out of this world, quote unquote, spiritual acts. All right, but we got to have that faith that, you know, to walk up to the plate, you know, to stand up and do it, you know. And it's not an easy thing. All right, because when you in the moment, you realize that, yo, this is like, you know, it's a serious thing, man. That's why the Lord said, if you have faith as a grain of a mustard seed. And I ain't seen nobody moving any mountains lately. Okay, so what does that tell you, man? That's why the scriptures also say, when the outside come back, shall there be faith on earth. All right, if it takes only the faith of a grain of a mustard seed to move a mountain, it takes even less than that to heal somebody. So, you know what I mean? Like, you got to have the faith, man. You know, we got to constantly pray for that. That's very, very, very important. All right. Lord, when that was edifying unto the elect, basically, I just want to get that out there, man. Don't limit the Lord with your imagination. What you can't see doesn't mean it's not there. All right. If you can't see the angels, doesn't mean they're not there. Okay. Below, when that was edifying unto the elect, and shalom.